After speaking with stakeholders familiar with this situation in Mexico, we turned our attention to how a healthier economy in Sonora could provide a windfall for southern Arizona.
On average, there are about 23 million recorded visits into Arizona from Mexico through ports of entry like this one. It's estimated Mexican shoppers spend about $2.3 billion in Arizona. Visit Tucson is one of the organizations watching those numbers closely.
At the group's office in downtown Tucson, we met with Felipe Garcia, Executive Vice President of Vamos a Tucson, Visit Tucson's Mexico Marketing Department. We discuss factors that drive trips from Mexico.
What we see is that many retailers, they actually see that cross-border movement and they decide to invest in a community and open a presence even this side of the border. We have retailers that have come here to Tucson, and when we meet with them, they tell us, we're coming to Tucson because of your local market, but because of the Mexico market, because we know that we're not going to open a store in Nogales or not even in Hermosillo. So if we open here in Tucson, we'll service northern Mexico and we'll service the Tucson market as well.
We were in Nogales, Sonora the other day and we saw Peter Piper, Home Depot. Why is the Mexican shopper still coming here when there's so much there for them?
Many times it's even selection of product. Mexican, at Costco, when I go to Mexico, I stop at a Costco. And it's funny because I buy things in Costco, Mexico, that I don't find in Costco in the United States. And vice versa, people from Mexico, you'll go to Costco in Tucson and you'll see them shopping at the Costco and says, well, there's, in Hermosillo, I have a Costco still, but the product selection is sometimes different. They'll come buy those products that they cannot find. Definitely it's impacting. I mean, more retailers in Mexico is going to change the way that Mexicans shop in the US. Online shopping is going to have an impact as well. So we're always looking into what's next in retail. What can we do that is unique and different that will make that visitor come here and spend money in our community?
And every time somebody crosses the border to come to Phoenix or Tucson, they're spending money, and somehow that impacts the rest of us, correct?
All of us, you and I, your colleagues here in the cameras, people watching right now, they're going to be impacted because we don't rebate sales tax in Arizona. And we know that Arizona, most of our revenue at a local level comes from sales taxes. So that family from across the border that is going to be making more money is going to come to Tucson or to Phoenix or to Nogales and go to a store to buy clothing, or they're going to buy groceries even, or toys, and they'll be paying a sales tax. And that sales tax is going to go to help us fund for our basic services. They're going to put gas on their cars. They're filling their tanks, they're paying the fuel taxes that help our roads here. So we all benefit from that Mexican national economy with money in their pockets to spend money in our community.
Does the peso stretch as far here in the United States?
It's interesting because the exchange rate has been, it's hard to people in Mexico or in the US to understand how Mexico exchange rate has suffered through the years. I mean, I don't think I'm that old. And when I was a kid, it was about 24 pesos to a dollar. Now, let's keep in mind that they took 3 zeros out of the currency.
Okay.
So it was 24 pesos to the dollar. Right now it's about 19 pesos. But if we add those 3 zeros, it's 19,000 pesos. So when I was a little kid, it was 24 pesos. Now it will be 19,000. So that's how much the exchange rate has changed throughout the years in Mexico. What happens is that every time we see a devaluation or a spike, that the peso loses value or the dollar gains strength, and people get scared. So last year, I think, year and a half, it was 17 pesos per dollar, then it went to 19. So all of a sudden people, they react and they stop coming because, oh gosh, it's more expensive. But then what happens, lots of the products in Mexico are also traded in US dollars. So the price of goods in Mexico in pesos raise. And again, we're less expensive. So it's a couple of months that it's a psychological shock of always more expensive. In general speaking, many items, clothing, electronics, toys, are less expensive here in the US.